important. So maybe a little bit of rebalancing as we've begun this year, but I can expand on this later. But I think we are at market open, guys.
You said you'll take 1 minute, but you took 2. I'm going to hold you on to that.
Clocking me, yes, Sonia?
Right. Well, the market opening is here and it's absolutely quiet. So I guess not much to talk about at the early moments of trade. Just that the mid-cap index is doing well, better than the frontliners, up over 100 points. And the bank Nifty is also just a tad bit in the green. What's important to point out, though, is after yesterday's fall, there's no recovery on the headline index. So that's important. The Sensex is now down about 90 points. The Nifty is down 26 points. We were talking about how the texture of this market has weakened. It's now below the 100-day moving average. So just keep that on your radar. In that context, the start is not that great. Remember, we had positive cues to wake up to, but we haven't responded to that. That's an indication, perhaps, that this market is heading lower. Bharti Airtel is your big loser. There's a downgrade that has come in from JP Morgan, so that perhaps is one of the reasons as well. Down 3% and volumes are piling up there. HUL, Divis Labs, Eicher Motors, Nestle. In fact, a lot of the consumption stocks, HUL, Nestle, Tata Consumer, are all under pressure right now. HDFC is also down about 0.3%, and now inching towards a 1% cut. ICICI Bank, Reliance and TCS are a couple of other stocks that are trending in the red. In fact, TCS post its numbers has not recovered at all. After the fall yesterday, there's still some more follow-through on the downside today. So that just goes to show that this market is not prepared for any kind of disappointment in terms of earnings. On the upside, metals continue to rule the roost. So Hindalco, Tata Steel, JSW Steel, Nigel was telling us about a couple of updates there. So on trending higher now. HCL Tech is up about 0.4%. Adani Ports, NTPC, HDFC Life are a couple of other stocks. And SBI is also holding up in the market. Maruti is up 0.3% after unveiling that new electric vehicle concept. Of course, the car will be out in 2025. But nevertheless, the street likes the fact that there are new launches coming through from a lot of these auto companies. So in general, the market has opened with a downtick. And that's important because yesterday was a very weak day. There is follow-through on the downside, and now the 100-day moving average has convincingly broken. Let's see. We haven't reacted to the positive cues, so that just goes to show that the texture of this market has been weak.
Well, that's right, Sona. Yesterday's low was at around 17,850. I think risk reward could favor the bulls between the 17,800 to 17,850, given the fact that the PCR is at around 0.7. Let's see how that plays out. Few stocks that are doing well. Adani Wilmar is reacting to the operational update, so that's up close to around 2.5% as we speak. KRBL, well, the management sound very positive with regard to the revenue outlook as well as the market share gains. For starters, I think it was up by close to around 1%, so keep an eye out on that one. A couple of these sugar names are doing well. Hindalco Industries is up 2.5% odd. But the metals pack, well, you have Nalco that's up close to 1% odd yet again. Copper prices have been moving up, and there's only one direct play out there. That's Hindustan Copper. So that's opened up higher with a gain of around 1%. And JSPL SAIL, well, they are reacting to that note coming in from JP Morgan that they believe that there is still some upside with regard to steel prices, even post the 1,500 rupee price hike. At the low point of the day for the Nifty, with a cut of around 40 points, Nifty Bank is well down 100 points or thereabouts.
All right, so it's a slow start, but in the red, we'll see if things change and there is a more definitive kind of a move, because this is not definitive. It's neither here nor there. 17,878 is where we find ourselves at after yesterday's disappointing close. Another lower start. We'll see. Adani Wilmar is up 3%. It's the top volume traded name, 587 on Adani Wilmar. There is PTC, which is up 5% at about 96. BDL, that is Bharat Dynamics, is up 3%, 944. That is the defense play. Aavas, the microfinance company, is up 2%, 1864, 1865 on that one. Naveen Fluorine starts up 2%, above 4,000. The sugar names, Uttam Sugar, I can spot, but nothing more apart from that. RCF, a fertilizer name, 2%. Zomato starts about 1.5% higher. So these are a bunch of stocks which are starting up on volumes. On the downside, Bharti is down. Bharti is down on big volumes. And we'll have that up and look at the volumes on Bharti. It's down 3%, 768. And 2 million shares already traded on Bharti. So it's a decent cut, actually, for this time of the day, right out of the gates. Adani Enterprises was down sharply yesterday. It starts about 0.75% down. HDFC Limited is down 1% or so. Lever, HUL is down 0.75, 2625. Schneider was up sharply yesterday. It's pulling back a little bit. 2%. It's giving back about 2%. And there is Info Edge, which is starting about 1.5% lower as well. 36.35 on Info Edge. Only highlighting, at least right now, things with volumes on them. The banks are all down, or not all, but at least I can spot IOB, Bank of India, IDBI, which are down 1.5 odd percent each. This is all the public sector banking space that I'm talking about. So the Nifty is down, 36 odd points. And I think we've got the Bank Nifty, which starts down about 1/3%. It's kind of doing a little worse off as compared to the Nifty. But as we've been saying, banks, the Bank Nifty index broke and closed below last Friday's low. The Nifty did not do that. This is looking a little more trickier as compared to the Nifty itself. Ashwini Agrawal is our market